Hello, welcome. My name is Bryce Tubbs. Today with me is Beatrice Koka. She's a life coach at Beatrice Koka Life Coaching. She helps women step into their confidence so that they can do purpose-driven work. She has a lot of previous experience in HR, and she's an expert at building authentic connections, collaborating across diverse teams, and leading designing development programs for young professionals. I'm super excited to be able to, share her story with you guys, and I really appreciate your time, Beatrice.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Thanks for inviting me. And hello,
Excellent.
everyone watching.
you know, Everybody has, a story. So what's your story, and what was life like before you got into coaching, and what caused you to get into it?
Yeah, so I love this question because I had no idea that I would end up in coaching. I was, I've always had this calling in me of helping people support their careers and enjoy the work that they do. So that's a big reason why I got into HR to begin with. I was like, I want to, help people enjoy the work that they do and help support them in their career journeys. And I studied and got my master's in HR. Came out of school from, I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, and flew down to Dallas for my first corporate job. And I kind of just hit this moment where I was like, this isn't it for me. I kind of hit this block of I know that I continue wanting to help people, but that corporate experience showed me kind of what I didn't want in a weird way. So during that time, I was kind of thinking to myself, okay, what are the things that are coming naturally to me? And, one day I was looking through LinkedIn, I was searching for jobs, and I stumbled across a life coach who shared his journey. And that was like the light bulb moment for me. Which first I realized that I was already coaching. I wasn't really calling it that. And then the second thing was I realized that I was super excited. Like it was like a feeling in my heart that pulled me towards this career. And that's when I really planted the seed of my business, Beatrices Story Life Coaching, because I wanted to create, help support women that were in that same place of not feeling fulfilled in their careers and wanting to step into work that excites them. And I realized in order to fulfill this mission, I'm like, okay, I need to do this for myself. So the past year has really just been this huge journey for me, working on getting my certification, building my community, growing my business. And it's just been it's been really exciting.
You know,
Yeah.
so who do you what problem do people generally, want to work with when they are coming to you?
Yeah. So a lot of my clients really just have the problem of feeling overwhelmed, feeling like they're unclear with their career journey currently. And so I support a lot of millennial women that are in this situation because I think a lot of what happens is that we go down, or some go down the path of going to school, of finding the job, and expecting things to be this streamless, journey, and feel fulfilled along that path. And so a lot of the people and the clients that first come to me are in this stage of kind of curiosity within themselves and wondering, there's aspirations and there's goals that I have and there's a kind of life that I want to live, but I feel like I'm not experiencing that right now in my life. And,
Mm.
kind of like that, what's missing. And especially during, the situation we're in right now with this pandemic, it's an interesting time that I'm talking with clients because there is a lot of uncertainty, but it's also a huge opportunity of, with this time and this time turning inward, it's kind of it's been exciting for me to help support people to ask the right questions to themselves and really look at, their life in a unique way of possibility versus fear.
Mm. I was gonna ask one question, but I don't know if it's. I was gonna ask what do you think is gonna happen either when things go back, but not outward, but inwardly. How do you think we're going to adjust when we go back to normal?
Yeah. To be honest, I think that even that adjustment, it won't ever go back to the way it was, in my opinion. But I do believe that there's going to be a period of a lot of people questioning, what are you taking along with you? So from this time in quarantine to now, we're easing back into society and everything. It's kind of a big question on my mind of what are you taking with you and what has this time taught you? How are you leveraging the lessons and the insights that you've gained during this kind of inward period. So I really believe that every time in your life is an opportunity for growth and it's opportunity to teach you something. So a lot of the times I tell my clients, the way that you have your mindset and your behaviors and the way you're living your life, it's you've gotten accustomed to doing things a certain way. And in coaching, I help you shift into a new way of being so that you're going to get the results that you want. So nothing really is going to come from the comfort zone. It's going to come from you stepping outside of that and showing up in a different way. So I think that after this pandemic or after this time in quarantine, it's really a matter of, do you want to continue to do things the old way that you've been used to,
Mhm.
or are you ready to stretch and do things differently, grow into a new person?
So you talked about like what insights you're taking out of it. Can you maybe give an example or some kind of strategy for someone who maybe has had a lot of insight but hasn't really reflected on it? How can they start to like think of all the different things they've learned?
Yes, absolutely. So I think the biggest advice that I would give is to be very clear on what your commitments are and how you're taking action. A lot of the times I talk to people, and I, one of the services I offer is a vision clarity session, because before we just start like taking action on things, you have to have an understanding of like, what's the why behind what you're
Mhm.
doing? Like, how are you waking up every day and understanding what my purpose is? Like, what is driving me? Like, what is it that this is all for, And once we get clear on that purpose, then that comes the action piece. So my advice to that person would be, first, let's understand your why. What is it that this is all for? What's meaningful to you? And it's different for every person. And then the next piece that we sometimes forget is that we can have lots of ideas, but you got to go into action. And I will be honest, like I was in that place too when I was in my corporate job, where it's like fear sometimes holds us back. And I was too like that. It was like scared, or like, oh, I need to have my ducks lined up in a row before I can take action. But the biggest thing you have to remember is that you're accountable for your life, and so you get to take that action and request support. So
Yeah.
that would be my biggest suggestion or recommendation. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like I think a lot of people, they take it for granted how much they've either learned or how much they actually know already.
Right.
Because yeah, that's where like the fear comes from oftentimes.
Absolutely.
So yeah, can you talk about? I don't know. I want to do like a wild card question we haven't asked before,
Let's do it.
but I would have to think of it. So we haven't done it yet.
I'm like, I'm ready. I love it.
Okay. Ooh, if you had to do one thing first when you wake up, meditation or gratitude?
Ooh, definitely meditation. I Meditation has helped me a lot on my journey, to be honest. I used to be that kind of person that was like, I'm scared, I don't know how to meditate. Like, what happens? Like, what's the like secret sauce to meditating? And I realized actually during this period in quarantine, actually a little before I started my meditation practice, it makes me feel so grounded and clear when I start my day. And it's that moment of like connection with myself and my mind to just be present.
Mhm.
And in this day and age where we're constantly like doing things, like I really love meditation, because how powerful is it to just take a few minutes out of your day? And for me, it's like right when I wake up, it's just to be present and be with yourself before you're constantly overflowing to everyone else to help them.
Uh,
And as a life coach, I'm like, love helping people. So that's been like a really powerful thing for me, to like help myself first, or just put myself first when I start my day. And then I get to, share all the love and support for the people I care about.
Excellent. So,
Yeah.
just kind of switching gears, talking about vision. Either what's the vision for this year? What's the vision for your life? What's your vision look like?
Yeah, my vision is really to, help women step into their power and live confident lives, like live confidently, no longer play small within their lives. And I really see my vision as a overarching umbrella, and then how I fulfill that vision is through numerous ways. So number one is through my business, through coaching one-on-one and supporting women in that purpose. But another way is through building community. And so I think that one unique way that I started to build community during this time is, I'm a big people person. Like I love hosting events. I love bringing people together. But during this time, it's kind of been a question of not like what's not possible, but it's more of like, oh, how can I be creative and build community in this time, with women virtually, which I think has been really cool. So I'm planning some events, and I'll be speaking actually at a summit this weekend on building authentic confidence. So that's one of the ways that I love to help fulfill that vision as well. And yeah, so I see, and you asked like in a year, where I see it growing. And really, I see myself being an advocate and being really being a stand for women empowerment across the world. I am originally from Tanzania. That's where my family, my parents, my sisters were born, and then they came to US and had me. And so I have always loved, diversity and culture and just embracing the many parts that make up who I am. So
Mm.
I really see it just, this vision going beyond just the US, beyond just one-on-one coaching. I see it being a larger vision so I can impact women worldwide.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you touched on the summit. Are you working on any special projects, courses, books, or anything like that, or summits, or?
Yeah, so this summit this weekend, I'm really excited for. Me and a team of volunteers we organized this summit over the past 3 months. We've been working on it. It's called the Lighthouse Summit, and it's really centered on, it's a virtual health and wellness summit. So there'll be yoga, meditation, movement, nutrition, and I'll be doing that session on building confidence for women. And all of the donations that we take in the summer are actually going to go towards the JED Foundation, and they're a nonprofit that supports suicide prevention programs for youth and young adults. So it's just going to be an incredible event to be a part of. And outside of that, my main platform that I use a lot is Instagram. So I do a lot of webinars or videos on the live there, and I'm really planning a lot more for this coming month. So I'll share some more of what I have coming up. But the most recent one's a summit, so you'll definitely should come check that out. It's going to be a great event.
Well,
Yeah.
cool. And where can people go to either learn more about you or connect with you? And maybe they can catch one of your webinars. Where should they go?
Yes. So I made it really simple. It's just my name, Beatrice Koka. And my website is beatricekoka.com, and my Instagram is also Beatrice Koka. So those are the two places I would say you can come find me and just drop me a message, and also on my LinkedIn, of course. And I also offer a really awesome goal setting template that I'm sharing on my website right now. Quick freebie for anyone that's kind of feeling like, again, overwhelmed, uncertain during this time, wants to set some really powerful and captivating career goals. So I'm sharing that for free, and you can take a peek at that on my website as well. So I will look forward to connecting to some more people.
Excellent. You
Yeah.
know, why don't we spell that real quick? Her name is spelled Beatrice space Koka.
Yes.
Excellent. I really appreciate your time today. I really great to be able to just meet new people and really share your story.
Yeah, I'm really, really thankful that you invited me. And to everyone watching, thank you for watching. I look forward to connecting with you soon.
Excellent. And to those watching, we really appreciate your time. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video as much as we enjoyed creating it. If you want to go and connect with, a community of people who are improving themselves every day and helping others do the same, I recommend that you go and check out our community. There's going to be some links either above or below the video. It's just a mastermind. People can plug in and come together to improve themselves. So if that is what you are looking for, I recommend you go and click on the link either above or below the video. Have a great day, guys. Please hit that share button so other people can get some benefit as well. Have a great day. Talk to you soon and see you later.
Yay.
Okay, done recording in 3 and 2 and